Seattle Seahawks. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They run with the second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
But you look at this defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker. There he goes, left side. He may go. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Yeah, they would have been happy with the first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And Dalton and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. One of the Panthers' big offseason acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards there, a big one.
A 39-yard gain on the play. First down, Panthers.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders. He's got it to the 43 here. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
66 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Seahawks' 15-yard line.
Passing, it's Dalton. Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember the offense. Walker hitting, the ball is out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Open man is Mingo, complete. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Second down, Dalton. And once again, this is Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A 5-yard pass on 1st down and another 5-yard connection there.
And the Panther 1st down.
Dalton. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. Touchdown! Jonathan Mingo from 13 yards out. And the Panthers are able to stretch out their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
14, Seahawks 6.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The Seahawks at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
85 yards on the ground for him so far.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
3rd down and 1. On 3rd down, here's Walker. Down the left sideline. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have come back to make it a 2-point game. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Gino's going to throw. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
The first down throw coming for Dalton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. A gain of 3, second down. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Second and 7.
They go 368.
They'll go again with Sanders. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They go 368.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line and linebacker second level in the secondary the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
368.
Dalton throwing on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now they'll change things up.
44. There you go.
Dalton on third and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Andy Dalton with his third touchdown pass of the game. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. shuffle pass here is complete. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Here we go. Middle. Check 59, cover.
Gino now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Dalton. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Panthers. Adam Thielen, 41 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Seahawks 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better look. There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boy, Charles, his offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And now an audible here into something else. Here's Dalton. Flush to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Dalton sets up play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. In motion goes the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Fielded at the 20. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And Smith, this throw finds Smith and Jigba. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Throwing now is Geno. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Geno. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Devin Bush sprinting behind the line to track down the ball carrier.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Throwing, Dalton. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That one is blown up by Jordan Brooks, the linebacker. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
2-by-2. Move.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. On the move to his left. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
He got 368.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now they'll audible to something else. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And now a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 42 yards out. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 153 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
368.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
Well, that's caught at the 25. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back at their own 17.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Gino meanwhile tossing complete there to Smith-Njigba.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They snap it to Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Here's Smith looking to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, the goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 177 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Another run here with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So Dalton now. He completes this one to Mingo. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run. It's Sanders. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
2 by 2. Move.
Now a carry for Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Play action now. Dalton. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's Smith now on second down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And Lockett going to pick up the Seahawks first down as he's up to the 24. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Straight ahead, Walker. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
To about the 40-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's second and 10. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. From the red zone now, Smith. And he whips that.
Trying to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On second down, it's Walker. Powering his way forward. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles?
And he's across the track into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Hands up.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. We're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Now he dumps this off over the middle.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
All right, here's Dalton. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Big spot. Andy Dalton. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A big play looming on 3rd down. Smith. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Myers' kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Dalton. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Now Dalton. He's got Mingo. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Here's first down. Here's Dalton. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Dalton wants to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's taking a big risk at this late stage. They're not thinking field goal then. They wanted to leave no doubt on that one. So they took the shot at the end zone, but it winds up incomplete.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's third down.
93, 52, 93, 44.
It's do or die for Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. They'll air one out deep for Mingo. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.